Every time I try to talk to someone, it's sorry this and forgive me that, and I'm not worthy.
This is El Viejo Toro for the Fancy Action Now! And we are going to do Holy Grails of game collecting. The Holy Grail, the most Holy Grail!
This is the Holy Grail.
And we're here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about those unattainable or quasi-outrageously expensive game collectibles that you would love to have. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them. We're going to lust after them. We're going to pine away for them. We're going to have strange feelings that we don't understand about these items that we want. Now, I have a list. Okay, that's the list. And I also have to pull up a game. I have my G Series, I have my MSI G Series GT72 VR GRD Dominator. Because that name isn't quite long enough, but it's worthy of the long name. Believe it.
Dominator.
It's like GTTR VR GRD Dominator.
Dominator.
The Little Witch Cotton is like money in the bank if you own any. The game I'm looking for is Tarumaru. Tarumaru.
Tarumaru. Seek this grail.
That is on the list. That is on the list of Holy Grails. It is an occult, a Japanese like spooky occult side scroller with real like 3D polygon backgrounds. It's one of the few Saturn games with like fully realized polygon backgrounds and all that. Enemies are spread based and polygon based. But it's wow, it is a Holy Grail. And it is at the top of this list. I had to look it up. And the last time I looked at this game, the first time I saw it, it was less than $300. When I was covetous of this game, it was $500. That was like the going rate for Tarumaru. And I'll see if I can get some gameplay footage so you can see. But God, man, just Google or a YouTube Tarumaru gameplay and you'll see. And it's an excellent game. It's right up my alley. It's a beautiful side scroller, but this guy has it with free shipping, thank Jesus.
I'm not worthy.
Is $799.99. $800. $800 for a Saturn 90s import game from Japan. $800. Sweet pea. I mean, we're not even talking snatcher money at this point, okay? We're working on an entire K. 1K for Tarumaru. That's a Holy Grail.
Okay.
The second of the Holy Grails, and I have my laptop here so we can do live pricing. Live up to the minute pricing here on the Fancy Action Now. On the eBays, using the eBays, okay, the Panasonic Q. The ultimate GameCube. I do not own a GameCube. I actually own GameCube games. There's a lot of games on the GameCube. I want the Panasonic Q. I'm afraid if I get just a regular old Joe GameCube, I'm gonna be like, I wish I was a Qer. I wish I was in the Q Club. I want to be in the Q Club. Adam Karolic is in the Q Club. I think one of his subscribers sent him a Panasonic Q. I mean, I think somebody gifted him one. I'm like, oh. This is the Game Boy player. It has a unique Game Boy player. The Game Boy player for the Panasonic Q is going for $630. Panasonic Q hybrid GameCube DVD player with 2 games and more, US seller for $549. And free shipping, baby, free shipping. Love how these people like a game console and they're just like, oh, we'll ship it free. Just pay the $600. Panasonic Q with Game Boy player, new disc tray guide rails, customized region. So it may have a region unlock. It might have a region bypass, so you can play the American, because it is Japanese. It's Japanese region locked. That one's $1,000. It's 1080. 1,000. Yeah, like he puts 1080. Get it? 1080. But it's 1,080 bucks and 32 cents. This guy's probably like a Freemason from Canada. A nice piece of business. Hello.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Orta Xbox. Again, Japanese only, Japanese import, Orta Xbox. I don't think the Japanese people cared, but there was a custom Panzer Dragoon Orta Xbox. It was white with a purple Orta on it and like a black, you know, it's very simple, but it's super cool. Dragon Orta system, 999 copies. Told you that Xbox all about the occult, baby. Limited edition Sega Direct Microsoft, $1,400. Crazy. And there's the Mountain Dew Xbox. So we're going from like haute couture art to redneck soda, baby. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mountain Dew. There's more of these because it was more of a mass market promotion. Mountain Dew Xbox, baby. There's a lot of them. Collection edition, rare, tested. A lot of times it's console only. Sometimes you get a controller because there is an official matching controller. This one looks really clean, actually. Yeah, very nice. Mountain Dew Xbox, the original Xbox in Mountain Dew. Nice shape. These are around a couple $100. Now here's one new in the box, and they call it ultra rare. Factory sealed for $900. So if you want the factory sealed, includes controller S. Ah, right. Limited edition Mountain Dew, baby. And it is sealed for $900. But you can get a used one. One controller. Oh, it's a bundle. One controller and Fable for 180 bucks. It looks pretty clean too. There's a lot of clean Mountain Dew ones on there. This one is actually attainable. Okay, next one. Holy Grail. Snatcher. Snatcher, baby.
A Grail?
Let's look up Snatcher. And of course, everybody wants Snatcher. I'm part of the Do Not Own Snatcher Club. I own Rise of the Dragon, which is the poor man Snatcher on the Sega CD, but I would love to own a Snatcher. You are worthy if you own Snatcher. If you own Snatcher, you are part of a brotherhood and a sisterhood that is like the Marine Corps.
You're part of a brotherhood. From now on, until the day you die.
So it's like Snatcher Fidelis. Okay, Snatcher Fidelis. I'm not part of that brotherhood, so if like the secret cabal could like gain me access to a copy of Snatcher, I'd appreciate that. All right, but let's just go look up Snatcher and see what Snatcher says. What's the atmosphere of Snatcher right now? $500 Snatcher. Brand new factory sealed Snatcher. $2,500. That's a holy grail, baby. That's a holy grail.
A Grail?
Sega CD, complete in box with foam insert. Oh, it's all about that foam insert, man. We like to sniff those foam inserts, I guess. I guess there's some kind of like, you know, secret like, you know, hallucinogen drug that's like permeated into the foam and you just... Okay. Oh Lord, this video is so hard to make and watch and look at all these things I want. Oh my God. Okay. This one's a little bit more obscure. It is a game. It's Stellar Assault S for the Saturn. And it's just one of those ones where it's so much money. It's like $160. Well, at least you get the game. You know, it's not like Andromeda where you get like a little car and no game for $250. At least you get a game. Looks good. 179, 185, 180, 200, 180. Here's one for 279. Oh, wow. Yeah, Stellar Assault S. And it did appear on the Sega 32X. But this is a different and it's a superior version. So this is the best version of Stellar Assault that you're going to get. And it is a really good space shooter, polygon space shooter. It's reminiscent of that Namco shooter game where, you know, you're not on rails on this though. It's a free flying one. That's the thing. The Namco shooter is a on rails shooter. This is a free flying space combat simulator, and it's very good. It's got a very good story. Even in the import with without the English translation, it is good. It's dramatic. When am I going to have the money for that? It's just 160 bucks. Here you go. Thank you. You know, when I'm going to pawn shops and I'm getting games of that caliber or better for like $1. Just like Night Striker, that's one I did get, and I could have bought Night Striker back at 50, and I wound up getting it at 80 or 60, 65 or something like that. But let me look at Night Striker now and see where Night Striker is now. This is probably going to be like a part 2, like a part 1, part 2. Night Striker, $91.99. 90. Night Striker was one of my recent holy grails for the Sega Saturn. Night Striker, one of my favorite cabinets from when I was a kid. My arcade had the sit-in cabinet, so you were like complete. The speakers are back here, and you could steer the vehicle, and you know, I just love Night Striker, man. I played that just like to death. And when I saw it was available for the Sega Saturn, it's a system that I love, one of my favorites. I'm like, man, and it's a custom version with custom levels, and it's like there's no other better version, home version of that game anywhere. Night Striker has. So I really wanted that. I got it down at 65, and now it's like $100. So, wow. It's available for the PS1, which is an inferior version. There's other versions out there. They're all inferior to the Saturn version. Saturn is the best version. Okay, the gold PS4. That's a new one. When they came with their summer sale for like, I think it was $249 for a gold PS4 and a gold controller. Really wanted it, couldn't afford it. Holy Grail. It's actually gold. It's a holy grail that's actually gold. Really wanted that. I really like, in that genre too, I really like the gold N64, the Toys R Us exclusive with the gold controller. I mean, if you could have like just a gold setup, like a gold game setup, just like, doesn't matter like who's who, but just all the gold ones. I mean, that would be pimp. That would be pimp fly. So it's the gold PS4 that just came out. Really wanted it, couldn't afford it. You know, spent a ton of money on my kid in the summer and theme parks and recreation and that kind of stuff and back to school and all the rest of it. And it's just like, again, I keep telling myself, what I have to do is I have to make this video. I have to make this video, these holy grails. Ah! Okay. So in the gold N64 too, the gold N64. And speaking of the N64, on this, because I have one of the Pokemon N64s, the light blue one, not the American blue one, but the lighter blue one from Japan. I have that. I would love an orange one, as I've said in other videos, and I would love a American blue of the Pokemon. And then I'd have all three, and I'd display them together. Like all three colors of the N64 Pokemon. That's pimp. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, that's pimp. I got one, I'd love the other two. So, when my rich uncle dies, that's what's going to happen. Here's a blue American one, 132. Here it is in the box. Complete, rare, 472.46. That's the American version. The orange, oh my God, this has gone up so much. The orange one, the Japanese import orange one, is 277. Here's another one for 475. 500 in the box, 472 in the box. Here's one for $137, one OEM controller. That's actually a pretty good deal. Somebody's got one for $137.81 with free shipping. And it's in pretty good shape. And he's got the OEM controller. Yeah, this is a good deal. This is the American Blue one. I'm gonna add to the watch list, so that looks really good. It's only got 18 hours yet. Oh, let's see if I can buy it now. And if there was any other gold system out there, I don't know if there is any other gold system. There's the PlayStation 4 gold. There's the N64 gold. Is there any other gold system out there? Let me hear it in the comments. All right, so now you know about my N64 habit. The white Mega Drive. I know it's out there. Japanese white Mega Drive. People act like I'm crazy when I mention that. Yeah, here it is. It's like some weird auction. And I don't know. Yeah, it's like a white Mega Drive. And man, I don't know. There's a white Game Gear. There's a white Mega Drive. And I don't know if these are modded. I mean, I think they're not. There's only like one picture that I could find. There's this one picture of this white Mega Drive. I don't even know if they're out there. So that Holy Grail may not be a Holy Grail, it may be a white whale. So that might be a white whale. I've seen, there's one picture. If you go out to like Google Images and you search Sega Mega Drive white or white Mega Drive, there's one picture where it's like sitting on a table and there's like a little auction card or something like next to it. And I don't know if it was like a special limited or few edition run, or if it even is what I think it is. But man, would I love one of those. Wouldn't that be awesome? You know, you can get it, just get a Mega Drive and have it done, you know, but anyway. So, I also want, we're getting down to it, an import PlayStation 2. And there's a Zen version that comes in this really cool box. It's like a gray box with like black bamboo highlighted on it. And the Zen PlayStation 2 is it's a smoky gray plastic, like transparent smoky gray plastic, and it has the matching controller, and it's called Zen. It's like the PlayStation 2 Zen controller. It is a Japanese import. I have a Japanese import fighting game. It's Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. A lot of people don't know that. I'm a fan of that. And the animes and stuff. So it's like, yeah, wow. Hokuto no Ken. I would love to play that Hokuto no Ken that I have, but I either have to get my PlayStation 2 region bypassed. What I really want to do is get a Japanese PlayStation 2, and I like the Zen one. They have a clear blue one. I think they have a gold. I do think they have a gold PlayStation 2, import gold PlayStation 2. That would be pimp. That would be pimp. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, both in gold. Oh man, come on now. Come on now. That would be pimp city. And they're usually around $200. PlayStation 2 Mobile Suit Gundam Limited Edition Gold Console. Nice. Z Gundam Limited Edition Gold Console, PlayStation 2. $461. Almost twice as much as a sale price gold PS4. Wow, that's pimp. That is pimp. Comes with the game, cord, stand. This is a nice deal. This is a nice auction. Oh, and they got pictures of it? Yeah, this thing is pimp tight. This thing is pimp tight. It is pimp tight. The last item on my Holy Grail list is, believe it or not, and it's a weird one, baby. It's a weird one. Hold on. It's a Densha de Go controller. Densha de Go controller. Like Let's Travel for the Sega Saturn. And oh, here's one for $40. Oh man, I may just have to grab this one. Add to watch list. See, but again, it's got $17 shipping. All right, so train games, train management games are very big in Japan. Like they have these specific controllers for Saturn, for PlayStation, PlayStation 3, Dreamcast has them. It's a very popular series called Densha de Go controller, and that just means let's travel by train or something like that. And literally, I'm going to put a picture up there, but literally it is a train conductor controller. So when you pop the game in, you run the train. You run the train with the controllers, and depending upon how you handle things, how hard you brake, how you know, how on time you are. It has a little. The controller actually has a place for a pocket watch, and there's a Densha de Go official pocket watch that you could have bought for this thing, where you pressed the conductor's pocket watch right in the controller. It's just weird. It's just one of those weird Japanese things that I'm in love with as far as the Japanese culture goes. And it's really cool. And I have the game for the Sega Saturn. It's in Japanese, but they're all in Japanese. Nobody cares about that over here. So it's like, again, it's one of those things that's like straight up Japan gaming, where, you know, you're a conductor and you start the train, you brake the train, and you know, like if you brake too hard, like you're trying to get to the station, you brake a little too hard, you shake the passengers up, and it literally shows you like a inset picture will pop up with some woman spilling her groceries, or a baby crying, or some guy, you know, dropping his briefcase and his papers and stuff like that. So it's like, and then you lose points for that. You lose points for that. You gain points for being on time or being a little early, and, you know, gently stopping the train. And it runs you through these genuine rail lines in Japan, and you do all different trains, and you unlock all these different trains, and it's cool, man. I've seen gameplay of it, and I know that's like really geeky. That's like my real geek coming out right there, where I'm interested in getting the train controller so I can do a train conductor simulator from Japan. I mean, that's some deep geek. That's some deep geek, baby. And I'm coining that phrase right now. It's copyright, deep geek. So come be deep geek with me. Watch my other videos. Subscribe, like, comment. I love the comments. That's the end of this video. And you've discovered a secret level.
Secret level.
Power up. Hold on one second, El Viejo Toro. This is me, your alternate dimension doppelganger. Obviously, you can tell by my alternatingly blue shirt. Doppelganger El Viejo Toro wishes to remind you that there is a ultimate holy grail if you are a game collector and a Sega fan. Vampire Mike of Sega CD Universe, Adam Karolik, other Sega fanboys. I mean, there's many, many more. The ultimate Sega fanboy holy grail is the Japanese-only Resident Evil Code Veronica limited edition Dreamcast in the red and the purple, or the stars in the blue and purple. Those are the ultimate. That is the ultimate holy grail. Anyway, for any game collector, it's a holy grail. But for a Sega fan, a Dreamcast fan, and a Resi fan, you know, including Alpha Omega Sin. Alpha Omega Sin. I mean, this is a holy grail for any video game collector, any video game fan, any Sega fan. It is the ultimate holy grail. Is the limited edition Dreamcast Code Veronica, only in Japan. Very limited edition, very expensive, ridiculous money. That is the holy grail. That concludes this amazing holy grail video. The ultimate holy grail, the Dreamcast limited edition Code Veronica red or blue, as you get to pick your Claire or God, who is it in Code Veronica? I think it's Leon. So, or Chris Redfield. So Claire or Chris. Wow, it's gonna run you anywhere between $2,000 is really the price of entry for a for like a complete set, all the way up till $5,000 and $5,000 and more. So even before like a Neo Geo or any of that kind of thing, a Resident Evil custom Dreamcast, Japan import only. Wow. So that ends up my, this is the secret level on the Holy Grail video for Fancy Action Now. I'm El Viejo Toro. Let me know what your Holy Grails are, and I don't care if it's a long list. I mean, I want to hear them, I want to share them, I think everybody does. And by the way, at the time of this airing, at the time of this recording, one of the Holy Grails has been acquired, and there is a hint in the video, and I will do a separate unboxing video for that Holy Grail. They don't come around often, and this is one of the lower end Holy Grails, so I'm still excited about it, and it solves a lot of like game needs that I've had in the recent I was gonna say the recent future. Maybe that's where am I coming from, the recent future? It's starting to get a little strange here. Peace out. Keep gaming. Talk to you soon. Here you go. Thanks.